Hey, I'm Mason Crosby. I'm an NFL kicker. I'm here today. I'm going to show you about kicking from a hash mark. Whenever I think about kicking from a hash mark, especially let's say it's an end of a game, a big kick, a game-winning kick, usually the coach will come ask you, which hash do you prefer, you know? I would say the left hash is probably my go-to hash. Prefer it because as a right-footed kicker, you can kind of open up to the uprights. Usually it's just a more natural feel for me. So this is what I'm going to call my go-to hash. But what I'm going to talk to you about is kind of the angles, the little things that you need to think about when you're taking your steps on a kick from the hash. I'm out here on the college hash marks right now. You know, the NFL hash marks are a little tighter, so we're going out the college hash marks because I want to show you all from these hashes kind of what the setup would look like. It's a little harsher angle. So I'm going to take my steps and I take them at the angle right to wherever I'm centered up with the uprights behind the ball. So if you play a ball where maybe it flies a little right to left, you'll obviously aim a little right center of the uprights. It might be a little harder angle. If your ball kind of tails off and you go a little left to right, if you're a right footer, then aim obviously left center. It's just whatever your ball flight's gonna normally do, just take that angle towards those uprights. So the key is find a spot at the angle right to the middle. All you wanna do is shift the field. So if you're kicking from the middle of the field, you're gonna go straight back, straight over to the left, 90 degrees. All you wanna do from a hash is simulate that this is now a straight kick from this hash mark to the center of those uprights on that angle. So I take my steps back, I'm located right in the middle, and I'm gonna take my 90-degree angle down because of my steps. So I take it 90 degrees down away, and here's where I end up. So my steps always take me back at the angle right in the middle of the uprights, and then 90 degrees from that. And this is where I always want to be whenever I'm on the left hash. So try to do that and take your steps, your approach consistently as if you're in the middle of the field, that whenever you're on the hash, it's just been shifted over left or right, depending on which one you're on. For me, simulate like this is end of a game, big kick, you want to be on a hash you're comfortable in. We have a little right to left wind, so this is where I'd like to be if this was like a game winning kick. So I'm going to simulate the kick here for you. So get everything set up. Try to do the same stuff you always do. Get your same routine. It's just, field's just shifted over a little bit. You want to do the same stuff. And that ball went just inside the right upright. Wind didn't move it as much, and that'll happen. But that's why I like kicking from the left hash with a right to left wind. It'll hold it, and you don't have to worry about it just throwing the ball as much. All right, I'm gonna show you the angle where I take my steps as if the field has been kind of shifted to this left hash, but you always want it to be as if you're still in the middle of the field with your angles. So I'm gonna go straight back from the center, but it's gonna be at an angle, and then I'm gonna take 90 degrees from that point. And that's the key every time. So you go 3 back, that's how I take my steps. I always go 3 back. And then I'm taking 2 down on that 90-degree angle. Some guys, there's some different ways to kind of figure out that 90 degrees. You get back, you can kind of, when you're kind of learning, you stick your hand there, it'll, if your hips are pointing towards the uprights, 90 degrees will be with your fingers. So you just you can step with that thumb. And that's a good way until you kind of feel comfortable with it. But that's a good way to be precise. Get that thumb in a 90-degree angle, and it'll take you right down to where you need to be, and always kind of put you in the spot you want to be at. So the key, like I said, take your angle, line up in the middle of the uprights like you're in the middle of the field. Field's just been shifted. Take your 90 degrees, that it's always the same, consistency. and you're gonna be great. So just go out there and make kicks, and that's all that matters with us kickers, is that we put the ball through the uprights. So as long as you take your steps, consistency, and hit it straight, everyone's gonna be happy. Thanks for listening. I'm Mason Crosby.